Okay, everyone, welcome to the second episode of Not So Common Sense. Here I use common sense things that most people don't pay attention to and talk about topics that aren't in the mainstream media. So, this topic is going to be about taxation and how to win the battle on taxation. So, normally, when you hear about taxation, Republicans try to make it sound as if you are the one being taxed. Whenever a raise in taxes is even spoken about, you hear Democrats even say only the millionaires are paying taxes. Guess what? Republicans will reverse it and say they're going to raise your taxes. So, when it's that watered down, how do you win that battle? Well, this is where you have to go into the lion's den and actually speak to those individuals. Republicans know that their constituents, their viewers, their voters really are stupid because conservatism made them dumb. And that's going to be a topic for another day. I'm going to talk about how that actually does happen. But anyway, Republicans know that. They know that their constituents aren't as bright. They don't think as much. And they don't put 5 seconds into the thought that comes out of their own mouths. Not unless the mouths of the ones that are in charge of their side. The Tucker Carlsons of the world, the Donald Trumps of the world, the Sean Hannitys of the world. You know, those individuals. They don't put stock into anything that comes out of their mouths. They don't pay attention. They just want to hear the rhetoric to feed them. So how would you do that? How would you go and actually win that battle? Once you go into the lion's den, you set up some type of debate or press or, town hall, which is great because they're going to ask you questions that are set up to try to make you look bad. But you already be aware of that. And this is how you always can do it because you're the one who answers it. You can just easily change the subject right then and there. So let's say they ask you about taxation. Let's say they ask you, why are you going to raise taxes on the average American with your tax plan? And how you answer? Well, if average Americans are made, you would say something like, well, the tax plan that I have is going to be taxing individuals that are making $400,000 and above. I wish the average American was making $400,000 and above. At least we won't have to worry about raising the minimum wage at that point. But anyway, taxes are going to go up on those individuals making $400,000 and above. And we have a special tax plan for those multi-millionaires like Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and the like. Because those are going to be the individuals who are going to be paying their fair share finally. And yes, they're not paying their fair share when they're paying less than 5% in taxes. Most are paying less than 1%. You see how that happens. If you get a person to ask, you can say, how much do you pay in taxes? They will say a number, like how much you make on a paycheck. You can take your phone out and do a quick math. I did it with mine. If you're paying 1%, like me, if I was paying 1% in taxes, my payments, my hourly rate is $13 an hour. I get a check of $686. I paid $300 in taxes and withdrawals. That's comes out of my pay. So they take $300 straight off the top for everything that I'm putting out. 401k, taxes, union dues, whatever. It all comes down to $300. So you add that to it, putting me at $986. And you will say, okay, 1% of that is $9.86. So, who's going to be helped out the most? Jeff Bezos, who's getting billions of dollars in tax breaks and refunds and everything else, literally giving money just to do whatever the hell he wants because he's rich, and then pay less than 1% in taxes? Or Trey, who actually will benefit significantly by being paid $13 an hour, which will equate to almost $1,000 in pay. And the only thing he has to take out for his taxes and everything included, will be $9.86. Of course, it'll be me. I'll benefit significantly from it. And you have to tax them like that. How much do you make on your check? Like, where do you work? How much do you make? You let them speak. And say, so, have you seen your check? How much is coming out of your paycheck? When you look at the check, it has on there all the deductions that comes out. How much that equates to. Normally, that's a third of your income just being gone. So, think about this. How much is that to Jeff Bezos? To Elon Musk? You think it's a third of their income? Come on now, be real. It's not even a fraction. So they get away with not even paying a fraction of their income in taxes, while you pay a third. Do you really think that's fair? Or do you think we need to raise their taxes? Well, we can just raise the percentage up. Well, yeah. Then they still have loopholes. No loopholes they're going to use. So we can give them 1,000,000,000% in taxes, and they still going to be down to 1. So that's why you create a new form of it. And that will be a tax that comes out after everything is done. A wealth tax. Because they're taxing the wealth that they generated. So once you tax the wealth that was generated, they can't get away from it. they'll be finally paying their fair share. And then we can lower the tax on the average American. Once you go and talk to people like that, then things start to happen. They'll understand how they're being screwed. If you're in a debate, you attack your opponent with that. So again, it just shows. Go out there and actually do it. Meet those individuals. Meet those Trump supporters. Meet those Republicans and tell them how they're being screwed. Thanks for listening to my video, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks.